You are not bullish agent enough. So you probably seen it. You probably recognize few names of few like project behind on these photos. These are about agents in crypto. I think is one of the hottest thing right now. So pretty simple. We had meme coins. Meme coin is still super hot, but agents are something different. Basically, they are like, let's say, like bots that are able to tweet or like interact, but not an automated way. Like they can kind of like somehow think, it's like as if you were chatting with like someone behind like ChatGPT kind of, or like as if it was something using ChatGPT to tweet. So you have a bunch of agents, bunch of technology out there. Some are like kind of like small scams because they are just guy tweeting behind the scene. Some are like more advanced stuff, and some are like really building some crazy tech behind the scene. So you have seen it perhaps on my Twitter since like weeks now. I have tweeted so much about agents. So of course, not a financial advice here. Sometimes I talk about project that I'm an investor. So if I'm an investor, because I'm bullish, right? And I just want to talk about the project like transparently. So I'm an investor in Giza, super smart project, very interesting. Like they have agent on chain, guys. It's just mind blowing. Like definitely the future, and I think this would definitely give like a second, like I would say, big time for like DeFi, because imagine you have all this automation on chain. Like it's just mind blowing. But today we are going to discuss about CreatorBit. So a project I'm an investor in. So very strong one and very interesting. So why first it's interesting? Because first they have been building agent before the agent meta, and that's the thing to keep in mind. Like some project will make it just by like FOMOing into that, building super hard and like build some agent, but it's unlikely. You want to focus on guys who are like building agents since like months now, like even year and a half or even 2 years. So they have been building agents since quite a long time, and they have some very interesting thing, really interesting thing. I like the name. So let's go like, for example, on few metrics. So they had like users by using CreatorBit Launchpad launched more than 1,000 agents. So they have the TG coming up, but we don't really care. These are some agents they launch. We're going to go into details about these ones. I think I have highlighted few others metrics. So basically they have a bunch of growth in terms of users, in terms of agents. And so like everybody are able to go there, create an agent, and then it's up to the market to decide. Or like, let's say they have an idea or they have a concept and they can build an agent using CreatorBit technology. And of course, this technology is like evolving to like enable, I would say, new features for the agent, like replies, I don't know, like trading stuff or whatsoever, it's like it could become very complex. So let me scroll here just to check. So they are on base. So EVM, it does change a bit. So that's pretty cool. Let me check if I see like a metrics. I'm like, okay, I need to disclose that, or we need to discuss about it. Okay, this is not relevant. So it's kind of like, how I would like do like, to keep up with the project, like do some research. I just like scroll down all the tweets, all the photos, and I try to get into details about few things and what they are highlighting or whatsoever, and like just trying to understand also like vibe of thing. I think that's a funny one. Overwhelmed by the non-stop need for new content, and I think this is where like this is why also agents are so successful. Is like there is a need for crypto to always have new things and always have like new way of like creating content and interacting. And you've probably seen it with like Dolos. He's like very like always laughing of everybody, very violent on Twitter, and I think this is what people like. When, for example, like AIXBT is really like trying to leak some alpha, and so people are like always asking him some alpha or like interacting and getting his opinion on the project, And you have like few other ones. AI16Z is a well-known one. So let's log on to a CreatorBit website. So I'm logged in. I've connected through my Twitter account. So we're not going to launch an agent today and not tomorrow, but let's look at few agents. So let's look at this one, 23 million FDV, interesting. And let's look at this one also, like a Pudgy one, it's abstract season. So let's get into details about those two. Create your agent now. Okay, it's interesting. So, and that's the same thing, to become bullish on the product. I think it's interesting for you to test, not to like go like crazy on it, but like to test things, test all the features, really understand. So this is like an agent basically about like it's not complex, but about future, present, and everything. So it's kind of like sci-fi, I would say, thing. So you have the price action here, so went up quite a lot. So not chilling this agent here or whatsoever, just trying to understand better like the what's up with that and how to understand that, you know. So you have some content feed and everything. So that's why I think like agents have been like so like capturing so much mind share. Is like the way they tweet or the way they post content is very unique, you know. It really differs, like it's very different from like a KOL or like a random guy posting on Twitter. And I think this is why like they have so much like attention or mind share. So Tama, I didn't know about this one. I think it just got created. Yeah, it got created like it's less than 20 hours. Tama is a mysterious community AI penguin. So the penguin of abstract, right? Of Lucanets and like Pudgy penguins, set to evolve into a fully fledged community grower, ready to show the world all about the amazing Pudgy penguin project. And okay, Tama purchased its first Pudgy penguin NFT with his treasury holdings after hatching. Tama mission is clipping the penguin fam, thriving and becoming a top holder. So I think that's funny. So it's most likely a guy that created like to surf on like abstract hype. He bought a Pudgy, put it in like the his like I think vault on chain, because CreatorBit has something very unique on like its mechanism to reward like the guys who create the agent and penalize like the guys who are traders and everything. So it's smart, but let's not go too much in details. And so perhaps from the fees here, the guy will just buy more Pudgy, you know. So of course there is no promise of what he's going to do whatsoever, but it's pretty interesting. And